on operations as well.
I notice you've got men on the round tower as well, up behind us at Windsor Castle. What's their role?
Well, the Air Vice Marshal Ather is up on the round tower. He's in charge of the whole fly past, and he has already made the call on whether or not the fly past will come in or not.
And that's dependent on what?
And that's dependent on mostly the weather. And he's coordinating with the weather check aircraft and the formation itself to ensure that the weather is fit to put that many aeroplanes over Windsor at this time of day.
And we can see the fly past approaching now. I mean, where have all these planes come from, all various parts of the country?
Well, of course, there are a number of elements, and it's a tri-service fly past, so there are helicopters from the Royal Air Force, there are helicopters from the Army and the Royal Navy as well. All of those today have launched from Royal Air Force Stadium in Hampshire, and they'll be followed by a Battle of Britain Memorial flight based at RAF Coningsby in Lincolnshire, and then that's followed by some transport aircraft, C-130s from Brize Norton, and Tucanos and Hawks from Linton and RAF Valley, respectively.
Well, this is one of the most eagerly anticipated moments of the morning. Let's hand over to Dan Snow, who's in the arena, to watch this historic fly past.
You can say that again, Fiona. I'm very excited here. There's a fly past coming now. You can see the helicopters leading the way. Eddie Butler earlier said to me that if it goes over 500 miles an hour, I can take it. Well, these would struggle at that speed, but we have got some extremely fast planes coming in later, including Typhoon, which can go twice the speed of sound at full pelt. You fly past now, led in by Merlins from Benson in Oxfordshire. Merlins are fantastic aircraft. All weather, day and night, multi-role helicopters. They can carry 24 combat troops, and they've got a special vibration dampening system, which means it's excellent for casualties as well. You can see there the Chinook in the middle, the workhorse of the British helicopter fleet. We've got more Chinooks than anywhere apart from the USA, and it's been absolute sterling work in Afghanistan, regularly inserting troops and taking away casualties in the most dangerous conditions. It's worth remembering that the Merlins will actually be on duty over the Olympics with snipers in the back. So these are serving not just at foreign fields, but right over our heads here in the United Kingdom. I can hear the rumble of the fixed-wing aircraft coming in now. They're led in, the fixed-wing aircraft are led in by the magnificent sight of the Lancaster bomber, the most famous and successful RAF heavy bomber from World War II. It's escorted by 4 Spitfires. There they fly, probably the best piston engine fighters ever built. Certainly one of the most beautiful aircraft ever built, and to anyone who flies them, an experience they never forget. What a sight as they come over Windsor Castle. There's the Lancaster. Bomber Command made 350,000 sorties during World War II, dropped 1 million tons of bombs. There they are. They're flying some with the Battle of Britain Memorial flight, aren't they?
They are indeed, yes.
Based up in Lincolnshire.
That's right, Royal Air Force Coningsby is the home to the Battle of Britain Memorial flight.
Spitfire sometimes steal the show, but good to see the rank there, winning the crowd's favour.
Absolutely.
What have we got coming next? Looks to me like the Tucanos coming next.
That's right, Tucanos from Royal Air Force Linton-on-Ouse. This is the Royal Air Force's basic flying trainer. All those aircraft today are piloted by qualified flying instructors.
It's spelling out 60 in the sky. That's a bit of a surprise.
It is. This is a formation that they've been practising in honour of Her Majesty's Diamond Jubilee.
She looks thrilled. That's very impressive indeed. And of course we're getting a sense really of the progression, I suppose. We get the Tucanos in first, which are used as trainers, then we're getting something a little more spicy, which they would go on to after their initial training.
Yes, that's correct. There are a couple of elements between these and the Hawk trainers, which will be following later on.
C-130s, huge transport aircraft. These are unmistakable outline. And these, of course, incredibly busy at the moment, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're moving troops all over the world and freight all over the world. We very rarely see a C-130 back in the UK, to be honest. They're so busy.
And when people talk about deploying abroad to Libya, Afghanistan, it's the C-130s, the forgotten heroes, the crew who fly them, carrying all that material, all those people, all those supplies, all the way around the world.
This is true, and obviously absolutely vital to the support of the troops on the ground on operations worldwide by dropping freight to them and supplies to them when they need them.
Now, I know you're getting very excited now, Simon. I know why, because you've served all around the world. You've served in Kosovo, Afghanistan, and often your favourite aircraft, surely, tornadoes. Here we've got 2 tornadoes accompanying a VC-10, and it's got its refuelling hoses out, demonstrating it's actually a refuelling aircraft. What are those tornadoes like to fly?
Oh, they're absolutely incredible machines, to be honest. Again, another aircraft that delivers protection to the troops on the ground overseas, and really is a magnificent machine.
Because, of course, those tornadoes we saw are the bombing version, so they carry out strikes, they carry weapons like brimstone and storm shadow to attack targets on the ground.
Yeah, and let's not forget as well that a good proportion of its duties out in Afghanistan is reconnaissance as well for counter roadside bomb work.
Of course, a lot of these aircraft, including the helicopters, are used at the moment to spot IEDs, aren't they? Very important role.
They are, and that is very, very important to help protect the troops on the ground.
Right, the Hawks, these are the guys I was working with up in... What are they... is that ER?
That is indeed an E2R.
That's extraordinary, E2R. That's what they were practicing up at Bali when I was there. That's incredible. They pulled it off perfectly.
Absolutely, and as I say, the formation skills here are just a repeat, really, of what is a basic pilot skill throughout the Royal Air Force. And let's not forget, there are also 3 Hawks from the Royal Navy involved in that formation as well.
Her Majesty looks absolutely thrilled with that. That is something that not all of us can expect in our lives. Now, what have we got here? This is the Red Arrows, the people's favourites. Here we are.
Yes, the Red Arrows, and this is a special Diamond Jubilee formation that they're flying today, a 3-dimensional Diamond 9 in honour of Her Majesty's Diamond Jubilee.
So this diamond formation we're seeing, of course, famously the smoke coming out of the back where diesel mixes with coloured dye. That's not just for pretty decoration. Here it is now. It's actually very important in terms of their formation, isn't it?
That's true, yes. All the pilots are obviously very, very highly trained and very good at the formation flying, and the smoke is one of their references.
There go the Red Arrows. Recognisable around the world. The crowd are roaring. They've carried out thousands of displays in countries on every continent.